I just like a subtle dark. I don't know what the hell you would call this look, to be honest. Hey friends, it's Maya here, and today I want to do a different style of video, more of a like casual chit chat style video, because I wanted to share with you guys a bunch of the new vegan cruelty-free makeup products that I recently ordered for myself, and I didn't want it to be one of those like cheesy look at what I bought videos, so I just kind of wanted to combine it with a makeup look video and just use the products as I go along. So this is going to be kind of experimental. I'm not sure how the makeup's going to turn out, so just bear with me. I am by no means a beauty guru or an expert at makeup at all, so I'm just going to try to go through the motions and just talk about life, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you like this kind of video, just let me know in the comments below. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face with Lush's Celestial Moisturizer, I believe that's what it's called, and it's the almond milk one, and it's just super refreshing and moisturizing for my dry skin. So that's already done. Now, one of the items that I ordered from Sephora is the Hangover Too Faced primer, and I'm gonna try to use that. I've never used a primer with my makeup before, so I'm hoping that I notice a difference. So I'm just gonna use my fingers to put this on. Just hoping that it like creates a better base for the foundation to stick better and to flow better. Yeah, there we go. My face does feel kind of like sticky now. Okay, now that the primer's out of the way, I'm going to pull out these Morphe brushes that I ordered, and I've heard a lot of great things from other YouTubers about these Morphe brushes. I'm not sure if they were sponsored by Morphe or not, like if that would sway their opinion. But when I got the brushes, some of them were really like tray fucked. Like, look at this. It's still like a little bit messed up, but when I first pulled it out of the package, it was like completely like crinkled and messed. So I'm hoping it slowly like reverts back to the form that it's supposed to have for this fan brush. But from what I've noticed with these brushes is that they're not that nice. And I believe I paid like $55 US for this whole set, which is like 9 brushes, which is awesome, but they're just not that spectacular, and I have a feeling that they're more about the brand name than about the actual brushes. I don't know, but I'm gonna give them a whirl. My favorite brush is this one. It's the third one in, and it's just like super like powdery and nice. So it's very soft and loose, and I think it would offer a lot of great blending with powders. So I'm gonna head right to the foundation. I'm gonna use the Naked Urban Decay Skin foundation in the shade 2.0. This shade is fairly pale. It pretty much matches my skin now, I'd say. But as I get darker throughout the summer, I also got just a powder foundation from Too Faced, the cocoa powder. It smells so good. And it's in light medium. And I got that just to kind of like adjust my skin tone throughout the summer, like if I want to add a little bit more color here and there, and I thought a powder would be a good way to do that. So I'm just going to pump this onto my hand, and I'm going to use this flat brush because I feel like it offers a lot of strength when you're like pulling the color across your skin. So I'm going to stipple it first just to get like even coverage. Now this foundation, from what I've heard, is just very light coverage, and it's very weightless, and it gives you kind of like a light airbrush look, but it's also pretty drying. But thanks to my Lush moisturizer, it's kind of like balancing out, because the Lush moisturizer is very like oily and nourishing. It's very nourishing, and so this kind of balances that out, and yeah, it gives me kind of like a semi-matte finish. I'm not sure how I feel about matte. I thought I'd try it this summer. I normally go for a more dewy look, which I think complements dry skin better, but we shall see. But yeah, the one thing I must say about this foundation is that it does not have super great coverage, and a little doesn't go a long way. Like, it's very thin and runny, and it just like disappears when you put it on your skin. You can definitely build up certain areas, but when the foundation is like $50, it's like not worth it, you know? But thankfully, I'm pretty happy with where my skin's at, so I just use like a light layer. And I'll use like a couple pumps. And I like to put some on my neck too, just because my neck tends to get a little bit reddish. And I just like to have the makeup flow down the neck so that it looks more cohesive with your body. So yeah, I got that kind of like a little bit airbrushed look going on. What do you guys think? Subtle, but there. I don't know. So anyways, life talks. I am going into my final year of university soon. Thank goodness, I'm so ready to be done. I will hopefully graduate with a Bachelor of Fine Arts, I guess, but it's in film studies. I've done a lot of screenwriting this year and directing and producing and stuff like that. So that's kind of what the field I was going into prior to transitioning. And I'm still very interested and involved with that field. So I'm excited to finish school though. I feel like I'm ready to move on and do other things now, which is exciting. Now I'm going to move on to the Cocoa Powder Foundation. And I'm just going to use a little bit on my face because I want it to be a little bit more of a summer glow. So for this, I'm going to use the Morphe brush that's really flowy. Oh my god, I just realized that there's a thing to put the powder on. I'm so dumb. Wow. It's magical. But it has like a little compact and it smells like I want to just like dig in and eat it. I do notice a lot of the bristles are falling out of the Morphe brush as I use them. Maybe that'll stop the more I use them because they're new, I don't know, and then all like the shitty bristles that weren't meant to stay in will fall out, I don't know. But we shall see. I'm sweating up a storm by the way, so I apologize if I look kind of disheveled. Yeah, so that's it for the foundation part of the makeup. Now I'm going to move on to one of the most exciting parts, which for me is contouring, just because you can really transform the look of your face. So I ordered the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, light to medium, and I am so stoked to use this. Oh my god, I hope it's not broken. Look how beautiful that is. So I did play around with it a little bit yesterday, that's why it's like kind of powdery. We shall see what my contouring skills are like, because this is my first time using like a real contour palette. Before I've only ever used like drugstore makeup, like Walmart, and just like contour wheels where it's like very like cheap stuff, which lasted for a while for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was great, but now I'm ready to like step up my game. So we shall see how I do with this contour. I apologize if I look ridiculous. Yeah, it seems to me like the middle shade is the most subtle and the least warm. So I'm gonna gravitate towards using that for my cheekbones. I really love how the pigment goes onto the skin. I'm not going to push it beyond that. I think that's good for that side. Don't want to be too crazy today. So I totally want to like make more content for this channel and like branch out a bit. And I'm probably going to buy a new camera soon so that I can actually like do cool vlogging. Because one of the struggles for me making videos is that my camera currently, it's the Rebel T3 by Canon. It doesn't have a flip out screen, so I can never see what I'm filming. And there's been scenarios where I've filmed a whole video, or at least I thought I did, and then I checked to see and it stopped recording like halfway through, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm looking at a new camera that's smaller and has a flip out screen, and I will keep you guys posted on that. Because I really want to do some vlogs this summer where I'm like traveling and just like day-to-day stuff. Because I feel like you guys want to see that stuff, right? I don't know. Gotta outline that jaw, chisel that shit up. My hairline's kind of like messed up because I'm sweating like a mofo. Maybe I'll like clip my hair up. That's probably the smart thing to do. So I think the dark part of my contour is all complete. And now I'm going to move on to the more highlighting, blending area of contour. Ooh, this color is so pretty. So I'm using like the middle yellow color in the palette. And it is gorgeous. Like the pigment just like, whew. I'm going to be intensely contoured today. I just realized that I never even put on concealer. Oh my god. I didn't buy any new concealer, so I'm not sure if my concealer is cruelty-free or not. But as soon as I buy a new concealer, I will definitely make sure. I try not to use a lot of concealer because I find that caking it on adds to like the wrinkles under your eyes and like it just over defines your skin. I find that sometimes it looks like I've aged 10 years. So I realize my dating videos have become quite popular and controversial on here. So I'm definitely gonna make more for you guys. Not that I've gone on a lot of dates, it's just like over time, I don't know. I was supposed to go on a date last week, but he ended up not even showing up because, yeah, awesome. So I think I'm pretty much done for contour. I really love the feel of that palette. I'm gonna move on to my highlighter, which I got from Becca, and it's in the shade Moonstone. It's so pretty looking. My friend Kayla actually showed me this when she was over last and we were going out. Can't remember where we went. I feel like someplace, some bar, I'm not sure. But she pulled out this highlighter and she's like, yo, bitches, you need to try this shit. And it changed my night. Like, holy shit. So thank you, Kayla. I'm just gonna use the fan brush that's kind of deformed. And I'm just gonna like pat it in, and then I'm going to lightly like fan it on my cheek, and you will see the luminous glow. And I'm only using like very minimal product because I don't want like that like super textured over the top look, just because I find that it's like not, it doesn't work for me every day. Might work for you, who knows. For me, I like it to be a little bit more subtle, but even though my makeup is matte, I find that this gives it a dewy look, which is awesome. Because then you don't have to worry about being too dewy in the summer, especially when you get sweaty. Who knows, maybe I do use a lot of this shit. And then I like to just use my finger a little bit on the palette and then on my Cupid's bow. I have like the world's pointiest Cupid's bow. It reminds me of like an evil. So skin makeup is complete. Next I'm going to move on to the eyes. Now I didn't buy any new eyeshadows because I already have the Urban Decay Naked Basics, and that's basically all I use on my eyes. And I have a really good primer as well by Urban Decay. It's their potion one. It's like the really popular one. And I use this even just if I'm doing eyeliner because it will stop it from transferring. I have like slightly hooded eyelids, if you can tell. And sometimes it will transfer in the crease and it's just like really not the look, so. So I'm gonna start by priming my eyes. I think I want to do eyeshadow today just because I never normally do eyeshadow. So I'm just going to be using the Naked Basics palette. So from my Morphe brush kit, I'm going to use this more flat brush for the solid colors. And then for blending in the crease, I'm going to be using this more loose brush that will allow for me to blend better. I do wish though that it was a little bit longer and looser. Just highlighting the inner corners. I like it to be pretty bright and shimmery because that's like where the focal point of my eyes will be. And now let's move in with some color. So I'm going to use Foxy on my overall lid. Now I'm going to use the Naked 2 color and I'm going to fill the crease. So I recently started on an exciting project that I haven't told you guys about yet, and it is a short film that a young Canadian filmmaker is making, and he auditioned me for the lead role in it, and he cast me as the part, and I filmed it all, and it was an amazing experience, and I am so excited to share it with you guys when it's done. And yeah, it was just super strange doing acting because I haven't done it since high school, and I've never done it for film. So that was like so interesting. I was like so nervous the first day, but then by the second and third day I was just so, I don't know, I felt like I had been doing it forever, so it was awesome. And it makes me definitely want to do more acting, so stay tuned for my Oscar debut. The character that I played in the film is trans, which is awesome. And the story was just very touching, I felt. It was a very like universal kind of theme. So I am just like so stoked to see when it's edited together. And it was filmed all on like, I believe it's called 35mm. And yeah, so just it was filmed all on film, just like in the old days. And I'm sure the cinematography is going to be beautiful. I think that's good for the upper lid. I just like a subtle dark I don't know what the hell you would call this look, to be honest. Now I'm gonna do the bottom. I'm gonna use that flat brush again, the more flat, stiff eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna use that in the color Faint, which is what I've used in the darker part of my, the outer corner of my eye. And that's my trick to really like opening up my eye. I'll do like dark on the outer corner, and then I will do a white eyeliner on the waterline and mascara, and then bam, your eyes will pop. Looks good to me. So that's it for eyeshadow. I really need to get an air conditioner up in here because it is like so hot. My butt cheeks are like sweating onto the chair. Sorry for the visual. Okay, let's move on to mascara. Actually, no, eyeliner. What am I talking about? So I was using the Steel eyeliner before, and that was basically my holy grail of eyeliners. It was the jet black, waterproof liquid eyeliner in the pen form. And it was basically everything that I ever wanted in an eyeliner, and I had learned how to use it perfectly, and it was just, it was, okay, I've reached the pinnacle, I can't get better. But unfortunately I discovered that Stila isn't cruelty-free, so I've searched for a new eyeliner, and I came across the Kat Von D inked liner, and this is the waterproof version basically of the tattoo liner. And the reason why I like waterproof is because I sweat throughout the day. I don't want smudging, I just want it to stay. And it's the same format as the Stila eyeliner that I really liked. It's in the shade Trooper. And yeah, the brush looks the same. It's not as flexible, but it's still good. So yeah, I would recommend this if you're like converting from Stila. Perfect. I'm happy with it. My like key to good eyeliner is to not look for perfection, because you're gonna constantly be trying to fix every little bump and smudge, and the goal is to just have similar looking eyeliner because no one's gonna be staring at every detail of your eyeliner. So just don't strive for perfection and just take a deep breath and just be calm about it. And then good things will happen. So for mascara, I got the much raved about Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara. And it is just a beautiful color. It has a lot of weight to it, and I just love the feel of it. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes first. And I'm using this really shitty eyelash curler. I think it's by Quo, or however you say that. It just doesn't work well on my eyes. I don't know why. It's like a weird shape. Maybe it's because I have like almond eyes, I don't know. It like makes my eyelashes look really big without making them like super chunky. Now I'm just gonna add the white eyeliner on my waterline, and you'll see how it makes the eye pop. I don't think I'm gonna do lipstick today. Today is a bare lip day. So to finish off the overall makeup look, I'm using my favorite Urban Decay makeup setting spray, All Nighter. It basically holds my makeup in place from sweating, from dancing, any kind of activity like that. And it makes me feel more dewy afterwards. It's like a beautiful mist. So I do like an X, and then a T, and then underneath my jaw kind of. So we'll see. And now I am complete. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't be afraid to comment, rate, and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I'll see you guys next time.